How you do? Hey, wowzer, I'm about ready to pop my first beer of the day. I thought you might want to be here for it. I like an audience. Anyways, hey, here it is. It's an interesting brew. Excel Golden Brew. Their website is a little shy on information, so I couldn't find out a whole lot about it. So if there's anybody out there that knows more about this, feel free to tell me. What I do know about it is, well, I've actually had it a couple times. I bought a six pack. I hadn't had it before, and I've had a couple of them. One I had on my own. One I took to an Ozark Growlers gathering to see what everybody else thought of it. What I do know about this Excel Golden Brew, pours very nice here. Can you see? Can you see it? It's got very interesting aromas. It's one of those very odd brews that, I mean, it is a fairly light, light ale. It's a Golden Brew, kind of a refreshing category, but it's not an American lager. It's an ale. But there's a lot of fruit aromas going on there. What I do know about this is that brewed and bottled by Excel Bottling Company, Breeze, Illinois. These are the same folks that bring you Ski Soda Pop, if you've ever had that. Oh, not bad. Here's the thing with this beer. This ran about $6.50 a six-pack, so relatively cheap by craft beer standards. I think serious beer snobs aren't going to dig it, and I'll tell you why. Because most of them don't really like these lighter brews anyway. This has a little bit more going on than your typical, American adjunct lager. This is an ale, Excel Golden Brew. Let me read from their website, from their bottle here. Excel Golden Brew is a blonde ale that is made from very simple ingredients with a light hop character. The simplicity of the Golden Brew allows richness of the malted barley to come through, making a refreshing, easy drinking beer. Okay, that description probably tells you why most serious beer snobs aren't going to like it or get it at all. Because it is light. It's not a hop forward beer in the least. There is just a little bit right at the end, and it leaves you with this nice dry, slightly tartish finish. It's very pleasant. So if you're not paying attention, if you're drinking this fast, you're going to miss some things, because it is typical beer that you could knock back fast. But I've noticed some different things every time I've popped this. I had one on my own. It was hot. I drank it fairly quickly. I found it refreshing. I didn't find it remarkable. But I did take one to an Ozark Growlers meeting where some of the other guys were able to discern some other flavors that I missed the first time. And I kind of, as they were talking, it kind of made sense if you slow down. But you do get a lot of, there are some serious stone fruit aromas going on. Little peach apricot kind of going on. And then you got this kind of dry, slightly tart finish. That does make it pleasant. Is this a great craft beer? Probably not. But again, it was 6.5, and it was enjoyable, so it certainly was worth the 6.5 I paid for it. Will I buy it again? Wow. Yeah, honestly, yeah, I would at 6.5, especially if I come across it in August. You know what I mean? I mean, if it's still hot outside, and yeah, because this for 6.5 a six pack, it's a dang fine beer. Would I like to try more by it? Yeah, out of curiosity, yeah. If I find more beers from this company, I certainly will buy them. Because again, a lot of things that I think some beer reviewers do is they take beers like this with the intent of being hard on them in the first place. If you're not a fan of American adjunct lagers, don't review them. If you're not a fan of these light ales, don't review them. But if you are, you've got to look at them and compare them within their style. So what I'm getting at here is basically that look for flaws. If it's flawed, we'll talk about that. If it's not flawed, you can say, well, it seems to be fine, but it just doesn't work for my palate. And there you go. You don't have to be harsh or mean if something doesn't work for you. And that's kind of what this one is. It actually is working for me. I find it refreshing. But there is nothing... a great craft beer, probably not, but there's nothing flawed about it. There's nothing wrong with it. It is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. I mean, it says right here on the bottle, refreshing and easy drinking beer. I had trouble talking with it for a second. This is my first one, and that's what it is. It is refreshing. It is easy drinking. It sets out to do exactly what it's supposed to do. So I think if you're going to review beers, you should review them on that level. If they say they're a refreshing, easy drinking beer, review it on that level. Is it refreshing? Is it easy drinking? You shouldn't take a beer like this and say, well, it doesn't slap me in the face with flavor. I don't like it. Well, that's not what it's supposed to do. I'm just one of those guys. Oh, that's nice. Excuse me. One of those guys that believes there's a time and a place for every beer. Yeah, I don't drink a lot of the real bad adjunct lagers, but I have a few upon occasion. I mean, there's a time and a place for everything. This beer really hits a spot. Actually, I really have enjoyed it more than I thought I would when I bought it, because I was curious about the soda pop company getting into the beer making business. But then again, I mean, like I said, is it going to be one of my top 10 beers ever? No. Is it going to be one of my top 10 beers of the year? No. Is it refreshing and easy drinking? Yes, it is. Is it worth $6.50 a six-pack? Abso-freaking-lutely. So there you go. There is a lot of malt flavor, though. I'm actually, every time I taste this, I get something else. And right there, I was talking about the stone fruit earlier, but right there, I'm getting some kind of golden raisin notes. I'm not a guy that I don't usually go into that geek speak about every little flavor, but yeah, you do get. I mean, I get more out of this. I'm really surprised. These lighter beers, sometimes flavor can be one-dimensional. I think that's why a lot of beer geeks, beer snobs, kind of slam them. But actually, those flavors are there. What you're missing from here is hoppage. So if you want a beer with all hop, you want that big slap in the face at the end, this beer isn't going to give it to you. But there is plenty of flavor, actually, if you're willing to wait for it. And, I mean, like it says on the bottle, it sets out to be a refreshing, easy drinking beer. It certainly accomplishes that. So on that level, it succeeds. And there we go. I went a little longer than I typically do in a video, but I think we go start to finish just to see what happens, man. You never know. So hey, let me show you the bottle one last time. How about that? Woo! Oh, I'm gonna have to burp in a second here. I feel it coming. It's brewing, baby. Golden Brew from Excel, the same folks that bring you ski soda pop. How about that?